What's up? Hey, what's up there, YouTubers? TB Moto here. I know it's been a while, but I am back. Went to Europe. Went with the in-laws, cousins, all that jazz. Went to Barcelona, Berlin, Cologne, Brussels, Bruges, Amsterdam, back to Cologne, then back to Barcelona, then back to Toronto. 3 weeks, lots of traveling, lots of family, lots of great food. Pikachu? No motorcycle riding, unfortunately. Although shout outs to my cousin Juli out in Barcelona. She got herself a 125cc Yamaha Pan, I think it's called. It's a cute little bike, 125cc. And can you believe, in Barcelona, as long as you have a driver's license, you do not need a motorcycle license to ride a motorcycle or scooter that's 125cc or lower. Which I think is absolutely stupid, because I don't care how powerful the bike, a bike is a bike and it's different from a car. Yeah, makes no sense. Anyways, hopefully she stays safe and everything's good. ¿Mandamos a tu mamá?
No, me lo envían a mí cuando yo vaya a Colombia. Ya hablemos por esto, que si no le va a dar algo. A mi hermana sí se lo puede.
And hopefully her mother doesn't see this video, because she doesn't know she has a motorcycle. But I don't think she understands English anyways, so whatever. It's all good. So today's video will be about my training, I guess. So stay tuned. Roll intro. Alright, so sorry for the hand iPhone XS Max. Yeah, I just shout out to my phone there. But sorry for the phone. GoPro, I remembered to bring it. I remembered to bring the battery, charge the battery. I forgot the SD card. No! Of course. Anyways, so I'm using my phone, and I'll get some shots later of some riding. I gotta figure out some audio issues with the GoPro. Some door things sound weird. No big deal. But yeah. Once I figure all that out, I'll let you know how I make that stuff works, because the settings is just a headache sometimes. So, if you don't know where I am right now, this is a big parking lot. Big parking lot. There's my baby. Hello, hello. Yes, my beautiful Suzuki S40. There she is. I got a new seat. New Corbin seat. Very nice. $200 off Kijiji. Normally goes for $550 plus tax, something like that. Anyways, so I'm in this parking lot because this is where I did my rider's training. I'm gonna throw in some videos in a bit where I recorded myself while I was doing the training. I mean, well, on the breaks, after, whatever. And it was in this parking lot, and it was in October. I think it was 27, 28, something like that, last year, 2018. And I was in this big parking lot with bikes about that size but smaller engines, and it was empty, lots of cones. This is where motorcycles and all the guys wear the training course. Shout out to RTI, Rider Training Institute. And there were lots of pylons and different obstacle courses and stuff out there, and it was challenging. Let me tell you, in hindsight, I appreciate that course so much. I'm gonna say it over and over again. And everybody here doing these videos, I'm not exaggerating when I say that course has already saved me so many times. That's not an exaggeration. That's not a kissing ass. That's not, I'm not getting money from them. Nothing. It is straight up legit. And I could be an idiot with a big ego and be like, oh, I can do it. I can handle it. And you know what? Yeah, when a bike's going straight and it's cruising, you can handle it, because it's just throttle. But everything else, potholes, obstacles, fast braking, fast swerving, you don't know what you're doing, you're dead. So do the training. It's worth it. It's worth the money. It's worth the weekend. You meet some great people, you learn a lot of great things. So, and you get someone teaching you. I mean, and it's not somebody like a family member or a friend who's gonna laugh at you or make you feel like an idiot or whatever. It will be an instructor that will give you constructive criticism, feedback, teach you, tell you what you're doing wrong, and you will appreciate them. So, this is the spot, and I'm gonna show you the videos in just a sec, chop them up, not gonna show you the full thing, but keep in mind, it was a big experience for me. So, roll clip. Okay, here we go. On a freezing rain kind of day. Let's see how it goes. Hey, what's up, folks? Alright, listen, so I don't have a GoPro. This is the very first time I'm using anything and recording anything. I have no idea if this is going to end up on YouTube, but, you know, let's just say what it is. Here at the Rider Training Institute, M2 exit, M1 to M2, whatever, training course, day 1, first break, and it's fun. It's fun. What they don't tell you, which is something for big dudes or somebody who's not into cardio, at the beginning you got some cardio bit, man, because we all got to learn how to pick our bikes up, not pick them up yet, but push them and push with other people on their bikes. So it was pretty exhausting. I forgot I had asthma. Got some water, took some deep breaths, and we're good to go. Other than that, some friction stuff. It's all good. Stopped raining, thankfully. It's a little chilly, but I'm a warm person, so I can handle it. So, first break, first day, going pretty good. I'm definitely a cruiser guy. Let's see how the rest of it goes. And here's hoping I get that license, and we can make this happen, right? Keep looking at myself as opposed to the camera. Y'all are right there, not over there. All right, so I'll do another update in a little bit, see what the deal is. Yeah, deuces. Hey, what's up, guys? Alright, didn't get to talk to you at lunch because I was getting over some nerves, but we're like midway, second half, second gear, third gear, counter steering, it's all good. It's hard when you have people in front of you who don't go as fast, so you gotta slow down, but otherwise, better. But let me tell you, I'll be honest, I'm gonna be straight up, because people need it for first times, and I'm a nervous person. Recently I had issues with anxiety and panic and fear, and I've been working to get over it, and the first half of the day definitely triggered that. I wasn't sure what to expect, I wasn't trusting my skills. I gotta work on those slow maneuvers, not as good at that. Faster speeds, I can feel it better, but definitely scared of that. I think it has to do with my weight, a whole bunch of stuff, but fear is the number one thing that definitely I know I recognize. When I get scared, I screw it up every time. But, you know, practice makes perfect. That's the best you can do, thanks to my wife, who was like, okay, just try your best, you know, like this is your dream. You do it, great. You don't do it, doesn't matter. You're working on a dream. So, respect. Love you, baby. And, but yeah, second half, you know, I recommend if you haven't that, talk to somebody else in the group. Have a sit down on your lunch. Talk about how you're feeling. You recognize you're both going through the same thing. And it's good to vocalize, you know. And anytime there's anxiety or stress or fear, panic attacks, talk. The more you're stuck in your head, the worse it gets. Other than that, I'm gonna try to eat breakfast tomorrow because my stomach just shut down. I could not eat lunch. Although, you know what? I'm not stressed now. I could probably eat. Good thing I kept the bagel. Anyways, we got 15 minutes. I'm gonna chill a little bit, enjoy it, take in the moment. Props to self, childhood dreams, goals, working it out, and catch you later. Deuces. End of first day. Second was way better than first. Second half. Got past my nerves. Self-talk. Faster speeds, I feel I do better with. Slower speeds, not so much. So second, third gear, not so bad. End of the day with like multiple turn course, hairline, apex turn, slow down, friction zone, you know, slow speed maneuvering, and alternate throughout. All in all, pretty good. I don't know if you can see, shit's raining. So we did that in the rain, and I think it's like 4 or 5 degrees Celsius, pretty chilly. Not bad though, I'm a big guy and I wasn't feeling just my nose. Yeah, so all in all, good day. I'm feeling better now, and I'm feeling better about tomorrow. Still nervous about the test, but it is what it is. Talking to these guys totally makes sense. You know, they're like, oh, you're a big boy, get a big bike, bigger engine. F that. I'm getting a smaller engine, and my butt is practicing, probably in the new year when there's no rain and snow, because we are hitting end of October, and that ain't happening in Canada. Even Toronto. First day, everybody did it. Nobody got sent home. Nobody dropped their bike. Nobody got into an accident. Yeah, it all went pretty well. So, fingers crossed for tomorrow. My butt is going home. My wifey, shout outs, beautiful woman, love you, is gonna make me some butternut squash soup. Yummy, because it is cold. I need some soup and some tender loving care from her and my little pug, Gizmo. Love you, boy. Yeah, but that's about it, guys. Oh, people. Neutral, what's up? That's it, peeps. I guess I'll check you tomorrow. I have no idea when I'll upload this, so maybe I'll make a YouTube channel, because I ain't got one. It's kind of something I was thinking about. I'd like newbies doing some stuff so you can get a sense. I'd love it if some noobs can really get a sense. And let me tell you, for those guys who are like, no, it's easy. I think guys typically don't fucking, beep, rewind. Okay, let's try that without swearing. I think guys typically don't talk about how they feel or suppress. I ain't that type of guy. I was scared. I was anxious. I was panicking. I talked myself through it. I got through it. And that was the only thing that was stopping me. And when you're riding, you cannot panic. It is totally different from driving. Not as forgiving. You're a lot more in control. And you don't got the same protection. So, do some like, Moto Jitsu dude, meditation, or breathing exercises. I'm gonna do that like the morning before I get there in the car or something, because we need it. Yeah, alright guys, that's a lot of talking. Sorry, finally get a chance to talk and warm up. I probably should have my car on so it's warming up. I didn't do that. Oops. It is what it is, but my butt's going home now. So, I will see you tomorrow, or like in a few seconds as I cut it. So, peace. Day 2. So, got home. I was wicked tired. Sore. Asthma. My lungs were bothering me. But, yeah, it was alright. Near the end of the day, I felt like I was a kid again, man. I started getting anxiety. You know, like Sundays, thinking about going back to school on Monday. Yeah, nervous, whatever. Went to bed early because I was tired. Kind of couldn't sleep too well. Woke up at 3. Kind of woke up every hour after that. But yeah, feeling nervous again. The insecurity that was instilled in me from my dad gets triggered. So that's where the doubt, the fear, the anxiety, the panic comes in. And it's funny because I'm not gonna die, but I'm like wicked scared of failing, of how it's gonna look, of judgments, of all that. And I mean, it'd be one thing, like, people don't mean much to me, so it's fine. I don't care about what they think. And then, like, what about my friends that got their license and they said it was easy? Or, even myself, this is a dream. Like, what if I don't accomplish it? And it's what if? And I just keep on trying to positively reinforce, listen to some good music. What if? It doesn't change my life. It doesn't change who I am, what I've accomplished in life. It is what it is. Life is like that, right? You never know. And you don't know till you try. And if you do, great. If you don't, great. At least you tried it. So, if I do, great. If I don't, oh well, at least I tried it. Even my driving test, I failed, what was it, my G2 or one of them I failed. I don't remember, it felt so bad. But, I got up and did it again, but it is what it is. Weather's not too bad today. Ride around the motorcycle, hopefully I don't get a little bit, too sore. Oh, FYI, if you have hemorrhoids, riding a motorcycle sucks too. Especially if they're flaring up. It's a little sore. TMI. Enjoy that one. Alright, well, that's about it. So, I'm gonna head up, see when we start this. My belly's aching because it's so anxious and hungry at the same time. Not good. Drink some water, get through the day. First break of the day. Started a little bit late. Instructor had some car problems. Crappy weather, not sure. But it was actually pretty good because give a chance to talk to other classmates, and because you have to have a 1-to-5 ratio with your class for instructors, so we had to wait a little bit, but it was good. So I was talking to other people, and I realized through that I am a social creature. I cannot be isolated. I cannot, like, I mean, there's times for yourself, you take for yourself, cool, but especially in stressful situations and things like that, I need to communicate with other people. People are my grounding point. So, life lesson, right? It's cool, because you learn a lot about yourself through the process. And then talking more to the instructors, I found actually today the instructors were a little bit more reassuring. That felt good. So, you know, they said, if we didn't think you could do it, we would have told you already. So, considering they haven't told me to go, or that I can do it, I feel a little better. And, you know, it's just practice makes perfect. I think the other piece is just, you know, there's a time frame, so you know that time crunch. I know if I had like a week or whatever more time to practice, I could perfect it, but I'm doing the muscle memory and the lessons in 2 days to pass the test, so it's a little bit more stressful. So, it is what it is. Anxiety's gone for now. Don't say for now. It's gone. Right? It's like, look where you want to drive. Say what you want to feel. For real. I should write that down, like, quote that shit. Say what you want to feel, people. Just like you look where you want to drive. Where you want to go. Look where you want to go. Alright, well, that's about it. Guess we're going to get back to it soon. It's a lot better weather today. It's mild up. No more rain. I did assertive braking, or emergency braking, as I said, and I'm compensating from yesterday. And because I'm compensating from yesterday, I'm doing too much rear brake because I didn't do enough rear brake with my slow maneuvers. So I skidded out the back tire a few times, but I didn't fall. I didn't crash, so that's good. I got to remember, note the assertive, to use more of the hand brake. And remember, rear brake is more for the slow maneuvering, not for the assertive. So it's adjusting, right? It's all a learning curve, baby. Anyways, so that's it for now. I gotta say, even if this isn't going up on YouTube, talking to a camera is kind of like talking to a person, because I imagine people there listening too. So I gotta say this has been helpful, having like a little, it's like a video journal, right? I don't have my journal with me, which I journal. Journaling is awesome. So since I don't have my journal to write, this is, I think, the next best thing, so it's good. Yeah. So that's about it. Let's see what happens. Got a little bit more to learn. Then we're gonna do lunch. Then we're gonna look over the practice test, or the test. Then break. Then test. Whew, here we go. So I think I kind of got it. I'm not too sure. I'm trying to figure out technique and that motor muscle memory deal. And the main thing every time is your brain. It's almost like before you tell yourself the steps. The first step is say, Terrence, shut up. You know, like, stop stressing. But anyways, I'm not as stressed as before. I was able to eat a little bit more. Not everything, but a little bit more. And it is what it is. I feel better going through the test. After a while, I got a few thumbs up. Yeah. But, I mean, I don't know if I'll pass it. If I do, awesome. I'm definitely not as good as some of the riders here. Mind you, some of the riders here have been riding for a long time. But that's not the case, right? That's not the point. The point is that I'm at my skill level, and now I just got to keep on improving. And talking from like first lesson yesterday till today, I have improved a shite ton. And that's what it is. Like, we're all gonna have our weaknesses. Talking to a next guy, his weakness is counter steering, or the push steering. And I'm like, well, that shit is easy for me, man. I got no problems. The only thing for me is I gotta remember to put my knees in, because I like to keep the legs open, you know? Cruiser, comfy. But other than that, I'm good with that. So, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully I'm not too bad. And if I am, then I'll retest it, right? Mind you, I'll still be nervous, I know that. But I'm not as stressed as I was before. And shout outs to Dan the fireman. Talking about mental health, this experience has told me more about the state of my mental health than my own therapist. I can bullshit my therapist. not bullshit. Like I can talk a lot, as you can tell in these videos. But riding a motorcycle is almost like having that in your face, you know. It's definitely caused me to confront some of those fears. And it's interesting because Pierre was like, yeah, I'm thinking that the female instructor is thinking bad thoughts about me. And I'm like, really? I feel comfortable with her. I'm thinking the male instructor is thinking bad thoughts about me. Mind you, my relationship with my dad wasn't good, and their relationship with their mother wasn't that good either. So, funny how it's a reflection, right? Anyways, so we'll see how that goes. I'll get back to you. Alright guys, so if you didn't notice, a few of the shots had the canisters in the background because I was hiding. I didn't want anybody to know that I was nervous. Here's the thing about men. I know you know I'm trans, but still I'm a guy and I feel it too. So in that moment I have to say, I was not just nervous and scared about doing the motorcycle and dying and fear of failure and all that stuff, which was basically what my anxiety was triggering. Was fear of failure, fear of not being good enough, and fear of death. I actually had cancer not too long ago, and I lost my mom to cancer, so I have this anxiety panic attack issue sometimes when it comes to death, so I'm working through that, and the motorcycle course definitely triggered that. But I noticed that day there were a lot of guys, and nobody was really talking about their frustration. Nobody was really talking to each other, period. And I felt a little uncomfortable talking about my anxiety. And guys don't typically talk about their feelings, especially when they're having a hard time. If they're having a good time, sure. If they're doing great, sure. If they're struggling, no, because you don't show weakness. And I had a hard time with that, because in order for me to process, and I've learned to go through my anxiety, and when I start to prevent panic, I need to talk, I need to express, I need to write, I need to do something. Which is why I ended up doing the video journals in those moments, because it helped me express and process and prevent that anxiety from spiraling into a panic. So, yeah, I will leave you with some footage at the end, just some riding throughout the week, things that happen. But next week, no idea what's going to happen. So I guess you have to come back to see what we're talking about. Catch you later. Basically, here it is, guys. Don't be scared to talk about your emotions. Don't be scared. It's not a scary thing. It's kind of like a pool. Just cannonball that shit. Just jump in, cannonball, splash that shit around. And don't be apologetic about it. And you know, like when you splash people, like, don't say so, oh, I splashed you. No. Yeah, I cannonball and I splashed you and it was fun. No, but don't intentionally hurt people. But don't be scared. Don't be scared. And let's stop this toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity is like this idea, society, this perception we have of masculinity that is toxic for men, toxic for boys and men. It is really messed up. And so, yeah, I think that will be the moral. Oh, wait, crap, I forgot. Okay, wait. Okay, don't go anywhere. Click that like and that notification, right? Click like, notification, and subscribe, and share if you feel like sharing. Especially, you know, that end part of the video, you know, like toxic masculinity, whatever. Whatever you do, hit like That's the best by far. And if you want to watch more, see more, talk about more, that subscribe button is good, because then you can see more videos, and the notify is even better because it'll let you know when I put more stuff up there. So hit that notify, that's that little bell thing, and ding dong, yeah, it'll let you know whenever something happens. As for share, that's totally up to you. I mean, sharing is caring, but you know, if you don't want to share, yeah, I guess you don't care, but whatever. Deuces.